Being an interceptor
Police with taser!
is an extraordinary job.
Speed 100 miles an hour.
Following elite teams from Cheshire, Cleveland,
lethal lift,
Durham,
Help!
and West Yorkshire.
Stop fighting!
This is Ultimate Interceptors.
There'll be no crime today, thanks to the Interceptors.
Protecting the public is why most police officers join the force.
Just get him on pavement.
From the Interceptors patrolling the roads
So record a speed of 106 miles an hour. Okay, is there any reason why you're travelling at that speed?
to the PCSOs or police community support officers overseeing their local neighbourhoods.
As soon as he moved, he tried to reverse into this.
All are there to serve. But wearing the uniform isn't always easy.
Go away, no.
Pushing me.
Go away then. Go away then.
Cops know any shift could turn nasty,
Send everyone to where we are right now.
and they could face anything from abuse and violence to chaos and carnage. All in the line of duty. In County Durham, news is coming in that a PCSO is being threatened by a man with a hammer and has pressed his panic button. Riding to the rescue in the unmarked BMW, Paul Jacko Jackson.
There's a PCSO's trying to stop a male coming out of a known criminal's house. And the male's become quite aggressive towards him, threatening that we'd smash him over the head with a hammer.
Thank you.
The cavalry is here,
Can you tell your officer you don't look like
but there's no sign of a man with a hammer. Just an agitated woman in slippers, who the cops believe is his mum.
Not one of you step on my door.
Apparently, the suspect has threatened cops with an axe as well as a hammer.
Basically, me and Dave have tipped off in relation to some inquiries. Apparently that male had threatened Mike, threatened to hit him with a hammer.
Right.
Stand by, there, Sergeant. As we've pulled in the street, that male in question's come out with the axe, which basically giving us a lot of verbals.
Threatening officers with an axe is about as bad as it gets, and they need to find the man fast. They think he's inside his mum's house, but she's not exactly inviting them in for tea.
So he's in your house now, is he? So we're going to have to go in there to arrest him.
Eagle-eyed Jacko spots something in the bushes.
Is that what he come at you with?
Jacko, yeah.
Right.
The axe is the real deal, a serious weapon.
So we're going to go in there to arrest him.
The man's nowhere to be found inside the house. He's dodged the cops by slipping out the back.
We've got a description and a name of a local lad who's known to the police. So just about doing an area search for him now to try and find him.
But after a thorough search, there's still no sign of the wanted man.
If we get him, fantastic. If we don't, somebody else will have to be tasked with trying to locate him and lock him up.
A day later, Jacko and the Interceptors are back on the estate, on the hunt for the Axeman.
I was standing a bit walkabout.
Without warning, a car flies across his path. Jacko's onto it in a flash.
It's a small red car. One's decamped and now on foot. It's the male from yesterday. They're at the axe. Stand by.
The man runs straight into a familiar house. The one where the cops found the huge axe yesterday. This time he won't get away. Jacko's straight round the back to cut off his escape. But there's a small problem.
Big doggies over gardens.
A ferocious looking dog with big teeth.
He's out on foot. He's out the back of the premises. Unsure where he's running towards.
It's a chance for Action Jackson to put his fitness to the test. And it's not long before Jacko collars his man. After leading the Interceptor up the garden path,
He followed up later on.
the Axeman needs a rest.
The way he's gone on. I walk you around our car.
I'm sitting here.
No, you're not. You're coming on, mate.
Did I punch your head in? Go on then. Get on. Go on then. Did he?
Can you have other units to me? He's kicking off. I need
I'm
to
not
change
picking up
vehicle.
all you.
Yeah, Jacko, we contend with you.
There's a van within 100 yards. There's a few keep backing out on the road and come down. You might run a PCSOs with an axe, but you're not going to have a go at me, all right? I'm not your mate.
I don't care. I want to sit down.
The man's heading for the nick.
Aye, well, calm down. You're breaking my arm.
I don't care.
While Jacko goes to check out the abandoned red car, there's plenty of evidence to suggest it's stolen.
The re-registration plate's just stuck on. They've obscured the VIN number in the windscreen, so they've made definite attempts to disguise the identity of the car.
The car was stolen a couple of days ago. The man Jacko arrested was found guilty of theft. He was locked up for 10 months for aggravated vehicle taking and driving whilst disqualified. He was also hit with costs of £1,000 and banned from driving for 2 years and 4 months. For threatening the PCSO, he received a further 6 weeks in prison.
I should have stretched the hammies off beforehand, but you never know when you're going to be doing a bit of sprinting, do you?
Coming up,
Rear offside tyre is burst.
a pursuit takes to the pavement,
Get out. Put it down. Get on the floor.
and after an assault at a supermarket, a drunken yob kicks off at the Interceptors.
Go on then. I have not assaulted anyone.
Being an interceptor is certainly a varied job. An average day can involve freeing trapped motorists,
Anybody else in there? No, just you.
chasing after criminals,
General direction of the main street towards the parachute centre.
even rescuing chickens. But one of their biggest daily challenges is keeping our roads safe. When dangerous drivers carve up our streets, the Interceptors are our last line of defence, often risking life and limb to track the bandit drivers down and lock them up.
Pursuits, by their very nature, are a very high-risk thing to do. You know, you're breaking pretty much every rule of the road that there is. You're driving above the speed limits towards oncoming traffic. You're not giving way as you're supposed to at red lights, and we are aware of the risks that the pursuits pose.
It's Thursday night in Middlesbrough, and Interceptor Ian Stapper Stapley is blue lighting it to catch up with a fleeing car which has failed to stop.
Tango 426 per par. I'm currently Longlands. Keep us updated, please.
Stappers is the closest interceptor to the pursuit, and as he closes in, he spots what looks like a car bumper in the middle of the road.
Tango 426 per par. There's what looks like some sort of collision on Keith Road. But I don't know whether it's in relation to this pursuit.
A smashed-up car suggests that the driver has already put himself pursuing interceptors and other road users in danger.
426, I'm Green Lane now.
And seconds later, there's an update. The target car, a Vauxhall Astra, is now heading directly towards Stappers. Stappers spins round to take the lead in the pursuit as the Astra runs a red light.
Tango 424 behind the vehicle now. Rear offside tyre is burst. Acklam Road.
The Astra's sparking up a firework display on the tarmac. It popped a tyre hitting a bollard earlier on, but it's still hammering it on 3 wheels despite the risk. Fellow interceptor Amanda Stokes now joins the pursuit. Stappers stays behind the fleeing car while Stokesy gets in front to try and box it in and bring it to a stop. But the driver's doing anything he can to get away.
Try again, Amanda.
With Amanda blocking the road, the driver takes to the pavement. But his desperate move fails. One passenger legs it before the car stops, and Amanda is straight on his heels. But the driver isn't so quick on his feet and is quickly nicked. Stappers gets to grips with the front seat passenger.
Get out! Put it down, get on the floor!
It's not even stolen.
He's claiming he's done nothing wrong.
I'm tight and you know.
You got anything on you shouldn't have?
Well, apart from this highly illegal lock knife. Stappers is shocked by the state of the Astra and knows it's only luck that has left no one seriously injured or worse.
Nobody's been hurt. This rate's amongst some of the worst that I've seen. Its front offside wheel, the tyres basically shred off the vehicle. So that's been running on metal for quite some distance. He was given ample opportunity to stop safely. His intention was to not stop at any cost. To drive up on the pavement in that manner is particularly dangerous and shows absolutely no concern for anybody else that happens to be out and about. It could have been a very, very different story, and that to me just shows that driver's got a complete lack of respect for anybody else around.
Thanks to the Interceptors' brave efforts, the driver was convicted of dangerous driving, failing to stop and driving without a licence or insurance. He was sentenced to 8 months in prison, suspended for 2 years and disqualified from driving for 12 months. He was also ordered to do 120 hours of unpaid work and pay a victim surcharge of £115. The passenger with the lock knife pleaded guilty to previous incidents of burglary, dangerous driving and 2 charges of possessing a bladed article. He was sent to prison for 6 years and 4 months and disqualified from driving for 4.5 years. The backseat passenger who legged it from Stokesay did end up in court later that day. He pleaded guilty to burglary and was jailed for 6 years and 4 months. The Interceptors know arrests made in the line of duty,
You need to come with us, I'm afraid.
always have the potential to turn sour.
Yeah, 29.
That's not very nice.
Get out of me house!
Calm down, calm down.
And when a suspect is wanted for assault,
Currently locked up for a fray, mate.
What's a fray?
It means you've been seen fighting in the street.
they have to keep their guard up.
Suspicion of an assault where you broke someone's jaw.
It's Friday night, and 10 miles north of Darlington, Jacko and Bully are on high alert after an attack at a supermarket.
There's been an assault reported. BMW has pulled up at Tesco, female driver, and the male has gotten out of the car and assaulted someone, and then it's fled the scene.
Supermarket CCTV shows the suspect hammer a man with lefts and rights, and he's not finished. The ruckus spills into the car park before a silver Beamer picks up the two-fisted suspect and gets out of Dodge.
The divisional vehicle just sighted it and is following it along the road. They should be appearing in front of us in a matter of seconds.
There it is.
Yeah, straight over the road. Apparently, parked up.
Do you want to try and go for the stop in the garage?
Jacko and Bully are there to offer heavyweight backup. But when they pull the car over, there's one small problem.
Female driver.
What do you know?
Yeah, there's one female occupant.
No passenger. It's the right car, but the only person in it is a middle-aged woman.
Oh, I didn't do anything.
So we'll follow you up?
Yep.
It turns out the woman picked up the lad from the supermarket and dropped him at an address nearby. But she isn't aware of any assault.
So we're just en route now with divisional officers to go and try and arrest the lad responsible. He is known to cops. He's meant to be drunk at present. The last time he was arrested, he was in possession of a knife. So we'll go mob bandit and see if we can get hold of him.
Minutes later, they're at the suspect's address for Jacko's take on Sean Connery's speech in The Untouchables.
If he pulls a knife, well, I mean, we're armed response. We can certainly top trump him in that department, but we'll just try and make early use of taser and deal with him that way. But hopefully it'll not come to that.
He pulls a knife, you pull a taser. That's the Interceptors way. They approach the house, ready for anything. Even a disarming welcome.
You wanted for an assault?
Assault?
Yeah.
I'll come with you, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
guarantee you have the wrong problem. I've never punched no one.
All right.
Assault?
Yeah.
Not me.
He politely denies the charge.
Can I just step in a second?
Of course can. Anyone can come in.
But manners soon go out of the double-glazed window.
Could you please shut that door? Well, come in then.
Hold on, there's people in the door. Just step back from the door for us, mate, alright?
What about us? I'm not doing nothing wrong.
Just so we don't...
Right.
How much have you had to drink tonight, boys?
I've had a lot to drink, right, and I've had all sorts of other things, but I have not assaulted someone in.
It's a reasonable conversation until the cops try to find the guy's keys to lock up behind them.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find the key.
Why are you going into my pocket? Who are you to go in my pocket?
I'm the cop that's going to lock and secure your house.
He's beginning to test the Interceptor's patience.
I'm going to search you, all right?
All right. You're not searching me. What have I done?
Allegedly assaulted someone.
Assaulted someone.
Allegedly.
Why am I handcuffed?
Because you're under
Why
arrest.
am I under arrest?
Shut up.
You shut up.
The suspect jumps from borderline reasonable
All right, I'll warm you.
to highly aggressive.
What are you pulling? What are you pulling, Mr. What for?
And the Interceptor's patience only stretches so far before it breaks.
Go on then. Go on then. Oh, yeah, that really hurts. Oh, yeah, that really hurts. Yeah, I'm so really hurt. And you're coming into my house. I have not assaulted anyone.
With the broken record going round and round, the cops get the man to his feet
I don't understand why you've just...
Good lad, well done.
before they cart him off to the nick.
Jump in there.
After a painfully long night, at last, he's in the van.
Do I look like I beat people up? Jump in there.
But it's not over yet.
Why have you come round tonight like this? Like 10...
Listen, big circle. We keep going round and round and round, don't we? Come on.
But what have I
Wasting
done?
time.
I haven't done anything.
Soon you get in, soon we get you down there. All right?
Good man.
Go on, you can do it.
I will be nice with you. I'll be good
Right?
with you.
Shall we?
Please be good with you.
Crack on, we will.
And finally, silence. The supermarket brawler was found guilty of assault by beating. He was fined £320 plus £85 costs and £100 compensation. Dealing with bad behaviour which ruins everyone else's night is part and parcel of being a copper in the line of duty.
Down the stairs away, not cuff, mate, just move him away.
Came out, he headbutted him twice, and he's on the floor.
And if there's one thing guaranteed to fuel those partial to intimidation and abuse, it's alcohol. In Cheshire, Interceptor Jim Hunt is out and about in the crime car.
Saturday night, one of my favourite shifts. The roads are clear, the weather's all right. Good night to go hunting.
And the best place for Hunt to go hunting is Cheshire's party capital, Wilmslow, where he soon spies someone up to no good.
Hey, get here, you idiots. Hey, wind it in. Yeah, I've just got this idiot here. Just kicked a taxi.
The man's booted a minicab right in front of Jim's unmarked car. He's clearly had a few too many, and it looks like he's lashed out at more than one taxi tonight.
What's he done to your car then, mate?
My door was open.
Yeah.
And he just pulled it like that. Over here like that.
Have you broken anything?
No, it's okay. He came here and also hit all of the different cars as well.
Right.
Drunkenly kicking at cars is one thing, but another taxi driver's been the victim of a far more serious offence.
Sounds like this idiot's been running amok around Wilmslow town centre, calling some taxi drivers some rather unsavoury racist names. We'll hold the fort until the local patrol gets here.
A local officer soon arrives to make the arrest. Not that the alleged racist seems too bothered, even having a cheeky fag in the back of Jim's car.
Yeah, buddy. You're under arrest at the moment. Yeah. Racially aggravated public order offence. Put your hands up like that for me.
This is the byproduct of alcohol and idiots, isn't it, really? The alcohol always brings out the worst in idiots. He quite clearly can't control himself or his mouth in these circumstances, so we're If he can't, we can. Just bear with me. I think he wants a word. If you damage my police car, mate, I ain't gonna be very happy.
What's going on here, man? I'm sat here.
Well, a picture paints 1,000 words.
But the drunk keeps banging on.
You stop banging the window. You put it through, okay?
Jim doesn't want a wet and warm back seat, so he gets the Desperado out of his car.
Come on, feel the noise.
It's doubtful Noddy from Slade would be too impressed with that rendition. But the drunk has at least remembered one thing.
Don't go over the speed bumps.
The man later pleaded guilty to a racially aggravated public order offence. He was fined £355, including costs. Still to come. Cops called to a graveyard.
Have you been shooting? This is your gun, isn't it?
Face a man who's dead drunk.
Seriously, what the is doing?
Calm down.
You are.
And a two-wheeled Wally gets pulled over by Jacko.
I don't think so.
Who are you?
Me. It's my boyfriend.
Right, all right.
Protecting the public shouldn't mean facing abuse and violence.
They're all brave at throwing eggs, but no one ever do it in a position where you can see them.
But with assaults on police officers on the rise...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you want tasering? 50,000 volts, mate, your call.
It's an ongoing reality for the Interceptors. In County Durham, Nick Prest has had a call about someone who's been seen hanging around a graveyard with a rifle.
It's been a report of a man with an air weapon. I think he's been there for some time, just lying in a sniper's position.
It may be an air weapon, but like all firearms, in the wrong hands, it can be lethal.
Got a local unit just going to go and check it out. Apparently the caller's saying he's at the front of the churchyard now, so we'll just drop along as well and see what's going on.
Arriving at the cemetery beside the church, it's clear that a full armed response isn't going to be necessary. His colleagues on the graveyard shift have things under control.
Get out and see what's happening.
The gunman is wearing combat fatigues, but he's more blind drunk than crack soldier. Sleeping seems more likely than sniping. He's got absolutely no idea what he might have done wrong.
What's happened with the gun, mate? This is your gun, isn't it?
As long as it is an air rifle and not over a certain power, it doesn't need a firearms licence.
No, I'm going nowhere.
But if the man is deemed unfit, he could have it confiscated.
No, I'm going nowhere, so don't you start with me.
He could have more weapons on him, so the cops are searching him.
Aye?
Have you got anything on you?
Get out me pocket. No, I haven't got anything.
Right.
Just whilst we search you, you're going to be cuffed, all right?
But it's proving easier said than done.
What's your first name?
You doing?
What's your first name?
Like, seriously, what the is doing?
Calm down.
You are.
Because you're here and you've got a gun, right? Somebody's rang in and they just want to know what you're here, want to know what your name is.
Go in.
Because you're a bit drunk, aren't you?
Get off me balls.
All we doing, mate, is make sure you haven't got a knife or anything on you, because you're out shooting, aren't you?
Knife? A knife?
Have you got anything?
No, I haven't got a knife.
Right, that's all we're doing.
He says he hasn't got a knife on him, but the cops aren't convinced.
Well, just tell us.
Where's it in this one?
Maybe up there.
Whereabouts?
On my belt there. I nobody have a knife, but...
When you're out with a gun, you have a knife for sorting stuff out with that, do you? Right, that's all. It's over there, is it?
Not you.
Suddenly, the drunk hunter kicks off. Now the gloves are off. The camo yob is getting banged up for assault.
It would be easier if you just got in the van.
It would be easier if you just get in. Calm down.
But he doesn't want to go down without a fight.
Stop it.
Get in the van. Get in the van.
And I'll get in the van without want to.
Get in the van.
All right.
You're the one on the floor.
Go on.
Just calm down.
I want to fight you.
What's the point?
I want to fight you. He's wrong.
The Interceptors are trussing the man up for his own good.
Come on. What? She's going to stand you up. Yeah.
No.
1, 2,
I'll tell you
3.
what.
Stand up.
There you go. Now shimmy your feet toward.
Don't get off this.
With the would-be hunter safely banged up and satisfied he never had a knife,
Just bend your legs.
for Presty, it's just another day in the wild northeast.
And he's out shooting.
Not that one first.
That one. That's just what happens around here sometimes. He's obviously had a massive drink. He wasn't happy speaking to us, so I think he took offence with Andy, and then obviously when they get that violent, you've got to take them to the floor and get them restrained.
Thanks to Presty's years of experience, no other members of the public were hurt and no guns were needed.
He's all right in there now. He's camped down, and we've got his details, so when he gets down, he'll get booked in the cells and get dealt with when he sobers up.
The hunter was found guilty of being drunk and disorderly and assaulting a PC. He was given 12 months community service, fined a total of £285 and had his gun taken away.
Get your dog sorted, mate, because I can't bottle off his head.
No, you won't.
Interceptors face danger on a daily basis.
Yeah, they were armed and they were ready for it.
Hands off my son now. Behave.
But never more so than when making an arrest in the middle of an angry mob.
Stay down.
You are locked up. We're out there who work single crewed all the time.
Calm down now.
Things can quickly get out of hand, and within a matter of seconds you're surrounded. You don't know which way is up. People are paying for your blood. You can feel a spittle on the face as they're calling your names. That can be quite intimidating.
What are you doing?
You can't lose focus. You're there dealing with someone, and the moment you let that bad guy go, the crowd has overcome you, but you deal with the task in hand, and then when your mates turn up, any hangers-on that were giving you grief, you can deal with them afterwards.
It's Sunday night, but rather than enjoying a day of rest, Interceptor Paul Jacko Jackson is out on patrol, working single crewed in the unmarked X5. As he drives through the town of Shildon, 10 miles north of Darlington, a scooter with 2 people on it catches his eye.
Hang on. They've not got helmets on.
Both the scooter driver and his passenger aren't wearing helmets. Jacko wants to stop them, but doesn't put the blues on in case it spooks them into a potentially dangerous pursuit. Instead, he stays in stealth mode.
2 up. Neither have a helmet on. Try and play this dumb.
The scooter comes to a stop outside a pub. Jacko gets in front to box it in. But the driver tries to escape.
I don't think so. Watch your fingers at him.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Me. He's my boyfriend. That's
Right, all right.
who he is.
Get on the floor. Get on the floor.
Get off him.
Go away, you.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Get off him. Get off him. Get off him.
The lad's resisting arrest, and his female pillion passenger isn't exactly helping either.
No, listen.
Put your hand out.
What is this?
Put your hands out. I'm going to tase you if you don't put your hands out.
No, I won't put my hand out, son. You Jacko, son. You Jacko.
The noise has drawn a crowd who try to calm the man down,
Smack it. Smack it.
but they don't have much success.
I'm not sure what's going on, but I've got one detail who's kicking. Not sure I've got, but I do need a van up here, please.
The ruckus has drawn people out of the pub, and the mood's beginning to change. Jacko's on his own and things are getting hairy.
Will you do us a favour? Just
No,
watch
I
out the
wouldn't.
road.
It's my boyfriend. He does.
Thankfully, other officers soon arrive to help arrest the man and deal with the increasingly hostile crowd.
Oh, we got my scooter out there under this time.
Have you got out when you shouldn't have? I'm just going to check.
Certainly haven't. Come out there under me, you silly little.
Whoa. I've just given him a quick pat down, yeah.
You silly little.
With the man finally in the back of the van, Jacko can go and check out his scooter. But there's a problem.
Where's the scooter gone?
The scooter's on the corner. Get him away.
All right, I'll sort it out. Mate, give us 2 ticks.
But he can't get round the corner. Some of the crowd want to have a rant at Jacko.
Walk a mile in my shoes and tell us I've got attitude.
Yes.
Putting up with this.
I tell you what, he's got a thing against my Ben.
Have I? Hey, well, I'm not made up with you neither. Go away.
It's been a lively evening. And though he's still not sure why the scooter driver kicked off, Jacko has a theory.
Must be me aftershave. Driving them all wild.
That might be hard to prove in court. Finally, Jacko gets to check out the scooter.
Roger, could you run us through registration of a vehicle he was riding, please?
And things soon become clear.
Black and red motorcycle. No first crime, insurance not held.
Roger, could I arrange recovery of that, please? Up takeaway, just near the pub at Church Street, Chilton. If you don't get the likes of this off the road, 2 people without crash helmets on, you come to this hours later, potential fatal accident. The last thing we want is to have a pursuit, least of all somebody on a moped that's not wearing a helmet. So I've cut across his path to prevent him getting away and jumped out as quick as I can. And I could hear he was going for it, so I've just thought, better a bit of a roll around than a pursuit. So I've grabbed him off the bike and get them on the ground. And he's kicked off with us straight away, he doesn't want to be arrested. And then it's kind of like all hell's broken loose. Everybody from the pubs descended upon us. It was like a scene out of Day of the Dead at one stage. But fortunately tonight, there was quite a few people there trying to help me. On another night, that could have been a kick to the back of the head.
Jacko's colleagues have radioed through with another explanation for the man's behaviour.
So the rider's been locked up on suspicion of driving without a licence, driving without insurance, and colleagues that have transported him away have breathalyzed him as well because he's stinking a drink, which is something I didn't detect at the time, but then again everybody surrounding us was stinking a drink, so I couldn't differentiate from him. We'll get this recovered and then deal with him.
The man on the scooter was convicted of drink driving, driving with no licence or insurance and resisting arrest. He was given a 12-month community order. For breach of a suspended sentence, he was given an electronic tag for 20 weeks to keep him under evening curfew. He was also fined £170, including costs, and banned from driving for 18 months. No action was taken against his girlfriend. On the night shift in West Yorkshire, Interceptors Dave Robson and Gavin Pearson are trying to track down a suspected drunk and uninsured driver.
It's at Charleston Common, mate, straight across roundabout. So it's coming straight towards us. We've had sightings of a blue Mariva, which has been hitting round Wakefield. Some information that it may be a drink driver. If we time it right, we should be able to get it at the crossroads down the bottom. 6-4, can you get CCTV just to monitor the crossroads? It should be coming from our right.
And Gavin's timed it to perfection.
There it is.
The car's driven right past them.
I think we're behind it. I think we've just dropped in lucky. Yeah, we're behind it. We're behind it just on Wakey Road.
Cameras on.
Yeah, that's a good drop, that.
Time to make the stop. Robbo gives the blue light hello, but the driver seems oblivious.
Gonna stop or not? Yes, no.
As the answer's no, they try a more direct approach.
For us. Pull over. Pull over. Pull over. She's stopping.
Finally, she gets the message.
Turn it off.
Get down, baby, nearly smashed into us.
Turn it off. Out of the car. Out with the car.
What are you on?
Just stand still. She stinks of it, mate.
Right.
She stinks of it. Absolutely stinks of it.
Just put these on it for a second.
Wait. Somebody's just nearly smashed into me and you've just pulled me.
No, it was us that were trying to stop you. And due to the smell of intoxicants upon your breath, I'm going to request a breath test.
Yeah, go on, I hope you do.
The driver smells of booze, but she isn't in the best of spirits.
Right, take a seat in there. When the police car comes up behind you, you're meant to pull over.
I thought it was because of that car, that's why.
But Robbo's more interested in the breath test. And she blows just over the limit.
Right, you failed the roadside breath test.
I failed it.
You're under arrest on suspicion of driving outside the prescribed limit. Do you have insurance?
Yeah, everything.
The car's not showing as insured.
It's got everything, tax and everything.
Are we insured because the car's not showing as having any insurance?
Debenhams.
Debenhams Insurance.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Gavin gives the car a quick once-over.
It's full of cans of lager.
Her passenger's free to leave, but the car's staying put as it isn't insured. The driver's off to the station for a further breath test, though Gavin suspects she may be under the influence of something else.
Have you taken anything else tonight?
No, nothing whatsoever.
Nothing whatsoever?
No.
Okay.
They're out of drug wipe kits, so she'll have to do the test in custody. But on arrival, she's not being particularly cooperative.
Calm it down. Stop shouting. Stop shouting. What's going to happen is we're getting a drugs test here, drug test kit. Right, we're going to request a sample of saliva off you. Okay? If you don't give one, then you'll get charged with failing to provide a sample, okay? And then you'll lose your licence. Alright? It's entirely your choice. Are you going to provide me with a sample of saliva?
No.
Why not?
No comment.
No comment. Do you have any medical condition preventing you from doing so?
At the custody desk, Gavin tries again.
Have you ever been drug tested at all?
Refuse it.
Okay. What I'm going to ask you for is a sample of saliva. If you don't give me a sample of saliva, you've got to let me finish, okay? You will be arrested for failing to provide a sample. Do you understand?
Yep.
Right.
Even though she won't do a drugs wipe, the driver does agree to take a breath test and passes.
You're blowing under the legal limit.
Told you.
Yeah, but listen. Are you going to listen? Are you going to too busy ranting?
So she won't be charged with drink driving, though she is going to be charged with failing to provide and driving with no insurance.
So it upset you a bit, has it? Because I blew under.
No, it doesn't upset me at all. You failed to provide.
Gavin and Robbo are going to take her back where they stopped her, while they wait for the recovery truck. It's closer to home, but not close enough for her.
You can walk.
Your sergeant told me to drop it.
Yeah, you're right corner from it. You're right corner from it. I'm not dropping you on doorstep. Okay?
You're not dropping it?
No, I'm not dropping you on doorstep. You're right corner. Your boyfriend's coming down. Okay. No, I'm not here as your chauffeur.
No, not as my chauffeur.
Your boyfriend lives just on the corner there.
Yeah, my boyfriend might just live round there.
Okay.
But that's no matter,
Okay.
is it?
You just live there. Okay? Thank you for your time. Don't be shouting in the street, okay? Don't be committing any public order offences. All right, just watch the road, please. All right. See you later.
The woman was later convicted of driving with no insurance and failing to cooperate with a preliminary drugs test. She was banned from driving for 6 months and was fined £250, including costs. Still to come.
We've been given information that you're growing cannabis outside.
An encounter at a cannabis farm.
Is that correct?
It is correct, officer.
Takes Spike by surprise.
Oh, crikey. We're going to have to take that with us as well. Being on the receiving end of bad behaviour and abuse in the line of duty
Keep your teeth to yourself. No biting.
is one of the hardest things about being a cop.
Silent, you. What are you doing? You don't know that I'll bite you.
I don't think you will. On the end, pay attention.
But the Interceptors know that the majority of the public are on their side.
Cheers, mate. Have a nice time.
Good night, isn't it? One genuine
And from time to time, even lawbreakers can catch them by surprise.
I'm fully legal apart from my tyres and no tax and condition of my car.
I give you a free chicken burger as well.
Free chicken burgers from Rogers. I love you. You're making my night.
It's late evening on the outskirts of Durham. Kev and Spike are following up some intel on a potential drug dealer.
We're travelling to an address. We've had some information come in that there's a cannabis farm going on in one of the outbuildings.
The garage has been described to us as a bit of a man cave.
A man cave?
A man cave rather than a garage.
A big man cave full of cannabis plants?
Let's hope so.
As they near the address, the adrenaline is pumping.
You kind of build yourself up to meeting Mr. Angry, Mr. Full of Fire, Mr. Full of Hell who wants to fight you, bite your head off.
So we think it's potentially in that garage?
It's in there, yeah. I think what we'll maybe do is just park here and we'll just go and have a smell.
Have a smell.
Ready for anything, the Interceptors approach the house.
Can we come and have a chat with you?
Of course you can. Come in.
Thank you.
Cold night, isn't it? You've been freezing.
Cheers, alright.
Where the suspect welcomes them with open arms.
Honestly, no, come in, it's freezing. You're all right. It's whatever.
We'll just shut this door. Is anybody else in the house? Or just
my wife's in the house.
Wife's there, right.
And my daughter's upstairs.
The reason why we're here,
yeah,
we've been given information that you're growing cannabis outside in your garage.
Horrible, eh?
Is that correct?
It is correct, officer. I do a little bit of cannabis. I'm a director of a company, right? I'll be perfectly honest with you. I've smoked cannabis for a number of years now.
Okay.
And I find it, when I'm busy and I'm trying to run my business, I find it as an unwinder at the end of an evening, okay? So, I do my own.
Okay.
Because I'm not a supporter and going and knocking on people's doors and going and dealing with a drug dealer. My own personal.
All right. I thank you very much for your honesty. Can we have a look at what you've got?
You certainly can.
Smell it.
This may be the lightest drug bust in history.
Nice garage.
Do you like it?
Aye. How do we open these?
Watch.
It's a major man cave with a considerable cannabis grow.
And as you can see, I sit and have a smoke.
Yeah.
He claims it's for personal use.
That can keep me going for 4 months, maybe even 5 months sometimes.
Okay.
Which makes him a serious smoker.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
There's around 12 grand's worth of fully grown plants.
What's in this one?
There's only 8 little babies in there.
Plus a nursery and all the trimmings.
Oh, crikey.
That's my smoke.
We're going to have to take that with us as well.
And that's alright, you've got to have to take. That's just trim off me. I don't waste anything, right? I put it through there. I put it through my trim.
Yeah.
I make a solid and I make that and I scrumble that in.
They're going to need a bigger vehicle.
Could you arrange somebody from either Durham or Peterlee to meet us with a van and someone with some rather large brown bags, please? I've got to caution you again.
Captain Mancave has taken up position behind the bar, but he might not like Spike's order.
You're now under arrest on suspicion of cultivating cannabis. Our intelligence is that he's not selling it and he's just using it himself. Clearly the lad has a little bit of a habit.
We've got 12 substantial cannabis plants. We've got a lot of cannabis A, which is quite a lot, to be honest, for personal use. He's been as good as gold. He's been honest from the start. He's told us he had the plants and that in here initially. It is a good find. There is quite a lot here, which obviously could get out into the streets and get in the hands of young people or people who rely on it and then go on to bigger drugs. From cannabis, but yeah, at the end of the day it's illegal. He's got a habit, he's got an issue with it. Obviously we're here to enforce the law. We do like to get these types of drugs off the streets.
The Interceptors may be here to uphold the law, but they can still appreciate a quality garage.
It's a nice man cave, isn't it?
With some growing tents in.
Thank you very much, mate.
It is. Nice. Cheers, flower. Ta-da.
With no evidence of dealing, Durham's best-mannered drug farmer was cautioned for cultivating cannabis. His sizable personal stash was seized, along with his equipment, leaving Kev and Spike to reflect on a very odd bust.
Are we in? Have a sit down. Do you want a cup of tea? You know? I'll help you cut me cannabis plants down. Yeah? Bizarre.